Hello everyone, it's a new year and a new adventure for me. I'm going to be driving out to my first trip to Arizona, going to the Quartzsite RTR, my first time to go, and looking forward to this new adventure. It's been hectic with all the rain we've been having here in California. I had to sit in my car for several days doing inside projects, which I don't mind. I do a lot of traditional scrapbooking, so I'm always sorting papers and pictures and trying to get ahead on that big project. It's one of those bucket list things to do. So now that I'm here at the storage unit, the elevator's been broke since Christmas Eve. Takes 4 weeks for it to be fixed. They have to replace the whole elevator shaft, so I'm having to walk up and down the stairwell to get what I need for the car. So I already got an oil change, just need to get a tank of gas, fill up at the Arco. They always use the reward app for Arco, pay cash as well. It's a little easier. And then I have my ice chest is full, got food, and I'll be self-contained for 2 weeks. Planning on staying 2 weeks. I don't have a gym membership and I have no solar panels. But my ice chest is full, so I don't really eat a lot. For the last couple years, I haven't had much of an appetite, and it's almost easier for me just to get a kid's meal than to cook something, or sometimes I have too much leftovers and I don't always have ice, or the Dollar Tree is sold out, and then I end up throwing food away. So depending on the weather or what I feel like eating, I'll just kind of judge it on what I want to do for my food for the day. But I don't eat a lot of packaged and processed foods. I don't eat a lot of high sodium. I don't drink soda. I don't like coffee. So we'll see how it goes. I usually just make simple meals, easy, quick. I do eat a lot of sandwiches and fruit. So I don't eat a lot of those kind of foods, but they're not good for you anyways. And my whole life I pretty much have been on a low sodium diet just because I'm used to it. I'm not really have any health issues. I have no strict diet that I follow. I just kind of go with it. As far as it's a healthy eating, I'm good with it. So here we go. And remember to continue to watch my new channel, subscribe, like. Remember, be safe and keep it safe. And I'll see you in Quartzsite. Hello everyone. I made it to Quartzsite, Arizona. It was a beautiful road trip, beautiful drive, seeing the mountains. I always enjoy a road trip. Listen to my audiobook. Got to Quartzsite, Arizona about 4:15, and I went straight over to see where the RTR event is at, the town park. And it was all set up, ready to go for the next 2 weeks. There'll be thousands of people here. And I stopped over at the police station, and one of the female police officers was in the parking lot. And she was very helpful in giving me directions on where to go to the BLM to park. My first time on BLM, so I didn't know where to go. And so now that I'm over here, it's a big location, a lot of vans, motorhomes, and trailers. Looks like I'm the only SUV, but that's okay. I make my little SUV work for me. So here we are this morning, little cool, scattered clouds in the sky, but it's very pretty. Getting ready to head over to the women's RTR event. And this morning it was kind of funny. I didn't know, but it was my first time to Arizona, and I didn't know that it's an hour ahead, so it's the Mountain Standard Time. But that's okay. It's new learning for me, a new adventure. I'm learning as I go. So I'll see you in a bit at the women's RTR. I just got to the women's RTR. Everybody's starting to set up their chairs in front of the stage here on the grass. And in front of me is the Bob Wells ambulance that he is going to give to a winner. If you'd like to have a chance at winning his ambulance that he was living in. And now he's currently living in a Subaru. We're here at the baseball field where all the tents and tables are also being set up. And this will be the event for the next 2 weeks. All the canopies and tables. You get your button with your name on it. Everybody's setting up their chairs. A lot of volunteers in the yellow vests. And all the canopies are a different activity or an organization, all specific to people living in their vans, cars, vehicles, even buses. And this will all be for the next 2 weeks.
What is option B, C, and D? The other is to brace self-empowerment. Self-empowerment, if I were to define a theme for the WRTR over the years, it is to help women to embrace their own self-empowerment, to really recognize that they can do it, that they can learn from the speakers that are up here, those skills that necessary for successful nomadic living, that not only can they learn, but they can give themselves the time to learn it. They can find different resources. And then the third quality is our intention to build a network, a community of like-minded people. Very, very important to not only have a community of like-minded people that you can ask for help, but also one that you can give help, that you can be a friend, that you can create connection.
Hello, everyone. I just finished the first day of the women's RTR, and it was kind of funny because last night when I got to the BLM lot, I got in pretty easy, found it pretty easy, and then this morning I couldn't figure out how to get out of it because it's not really a paved road, and my car is just a basic model RAV, and I had to go over this little berm, and I didn't want to get stuck in the sand or on this berm. So I like floored it, the car goes lunging forward, and I got out of the little berm and headed over to the park, to the RTR for the women's event. So that was kind of funny. And the weather was a little cold this morning, and I wore my thermals today with my beanie. And it rained for about 5 minutes. And now that the event's over for today, the weather's actually kind of nice right now. Sun came out, scattered clouds in the sky, and another beautiful day here in Arizona. The event was fun, met a lot of new people, everybody in their vehicles and vans, and everybody has a different story, and people coming from Oregon and Pennsylvania, and they had the stage set up and different tables, and sponsors were there as well, food trucks. There was a craft table, a Lego table, a free giveaway table where you can donate something or take something from the free pile. And they also gave you a button with your name on it with the year for women's RTR. That was kind of cute. And they had a craft table, a game table. So they're all set for the women's RTR. So we'll be going again tomorrow. So we'll see how it goes. It was fun to meet everybody. And remember to continue to like, subscribe, be safe, and keep it stealth. And we'll see you tomorrow at the women's RTR. Hello, everyone. Today is the second day of the women's RTR. And before I head over there, I'm going to go and get some ice for the ice chest and head over to Town Park for today's event. The weather is really nice today, a little cooler, a little windy, should be about 61 and a blue sky, a perfect day for another day's event. Should be a full day of speakers. Yesterday's event was the founder, Sue Ann Carlson. She's the founder of the Women's RTR, and she made some very good points. Her first point was in transition, which is good to know because there's a lot of people who are definitely in transition, whether they're going to be a full-time nomad, making new friends, or just to see what they want to do with their life. The second point was to brace self-empowerment. That was a good one too, because you have to have some confidence in doing this. You got to be able to know what you want and go for it. And her third point, a network of like-minded people. That was a good one too. It's always nice to be able to meet new people, travel together, make new friends, have the same interests and hobbies, and always being on the aware of networking is always a good strong point to be what you want to do in your new life. So today will be another full day, and they break for lunch for about an hour and a half, and then after that they break into different groups on the topic of the day, or you can go and sit in a topic that you're interested in. Yesterday's topic was on safety, which is a very big one and a good topic to talk about. It was also the biggest group. You definitely need safety. There's a lot of females who do travel full-time on the road in their vans and RVs, trailers. So you always got to be aware of your surroundings, where you're at and where you're going. So let's head on over to the RTR Women's event today, and I'll see you in a bit. Now I'm at the Women's RTR van tour. You can go inside these different vans and see how the different builds are. See if I can go in one here and I'll show you. Here's one of the vans. Little refrigerator, sink. Even has a little bookshelf. How cute. I'm gonna go see this yellow one. Oh, the decor. All in gold and black. And this is the back of the yellow van.
And then I see the whole family wanting to do a selfie or whatever.
I'm gonna go look at inside of this Toyota Sienna van. She's got it pretty organized. And here's the back, the bed, some storage. Even has a cargo net. Oh, look at this Kodiak truck, cube truck. It's pretty cool looking. See if there's anything at the back. This is the back. Looks like some hardcore camping in this thing. Heavy duty. And this is another minivan. Life happens. Coffee helps. This one's cute. It's a little Honda minivan. That cute? She has it all in pink. It's like a little dollhouse. All pink. That is too cute. Very creative. Little dresser, flowers. This is a Ford van. She's got it all stocked. Water, power station, organized baskets. Here's a little bit of the inside. Some cabinets, a counter, a refrigerator. Yeah, this Ford minivan has some big power stations in it. See if I can show it to you. There's a Blue Eddy power station. Oh, cool.
So many of them are sweet. That's why I love them.
This is a Chevy with the pop-up. Here's the inside of the Chevy. That's really cool. It's got some pretty good height.
Putting money in Vizo's pocket. But anyway, yeah, Amazon. And it's so easy. I mean,
This is a converted Ford 150 4x4. She has it fully stocked in the back. Very organized. Very useful. Looks like a lot of fun to have this one. I like this.
And then I see now that's an answer to one of the questions. And the other question, do you go outside?
Hello everyone. Yesterday was the last day of the women's RTR, and it was very windy and cold all day. So they didn't really have speakers yesterday. They just did games and some different subject topics into different groups on what topic you'd like to listen to. And the one I sat in was different ways of cooking while you're on the road. So that was yesterday's event, and that I enjoyed the most actually was they did a tour of some of the vans and trucks, minivans and the big vans, and you can go look inside of them and see the different setups with their cabinetry, storage, power stations, solar panels, and everyone's unique and different and has their own style. So that was fun, and hopefully I had some video of that. So today is the event for everyone to come. So I'm sure there'll be thousands of people at the event today. And it's still very cold and windy. It's about 45 right now. And as you can see, I'm bundled up because I don't like cold weather. I have my thermals on. I even took out my heated vest. I bought this for work, and it's really an awesome little vest that I love this vest. It's heated. Has 8 settings on it, comes with a little power station that quickly charges, this little power bank, and it fits on the inside pocket of the vest. I bought it on Amazon, and it comes with this little direction booklet because I always forget how to use it because I only use it in the cold weather. So it has 8 settings, a red light for the high temperature, a green light for the medium temperature, and a blue light for the low temperature. And the setting button is up here on the upper chest, and it turns on and off this way. So it'll heat your neck, which feels so good. And it does the upper area and the back. So this vest was worth the investment. It's great to keep it always in your car. You never know when you might be cold. And it's also another good option for people who are just cold in general, or they're at home, or older people who live in a senior living facility, or they can always wear this heated vest. It's a good option to have, and I'm glad I made this purchase. It was one of the, and then it was funny too because everybody at work's always making fun of me because I'm cold, and then I start seeing other of my coworkers with the vest, so that was funny. But today's RTR will be another eventful day full of activities, and we'll see how it goes today. Hopefully the sun will warm up for the day because it is real windy and cold. But I'll see you in a bit. Hello everyone, I'm back at the women's RTR, and this morning I gave some wrong information. Today is actually the last day of the women's RTR, and tomorrow we'll start the event with everybody, so there'll be thousands of people here. So now I'm looking at the van tour, another one they're doing today, and just showing you some more of the vans and cars. And back at the van tour, this Jeep has a little trailer on the back that's pretty cute. Let's see if I can show you the inside of it. An Iceco ice chest. There's some little cabinets up here. Little windows. And netting for storage. And this is the back of it. Propane stove, microwave, a Blue Eddy power station. She's all set up. And here's the back of a Toyota minivan. She's got storage in the back and her bed. Looks like it's a basic one. Looks functional. Hello everyone. Today is the 4th day of the Quartzsite RTR at Pound Park. And today's the biggest day for this event because everybody will be there. So I'm kind of excited to see all who's going to be there. And they'll also do another van tour. So it'll be all different vans today. So it should be a full day. It's cold this morning, like 40, but no wind. It was horrible yesterday with the wind. So hopefully the wind will stay away because it made it even colder. It was a full day yesterday at the park and everybody was just real cold with all the wind. So hopefully today's weather will be nicer and it'll warm up. So I'll be heading out to get ice and then heading over to the town park. And yesterday's topics were in 2 groups. The first group was on car, auto, RV, mechanical repairs. And the second topic was on being your own small business owner. And the 2 o'clock speaker was Carol Meeks from Glorious Life on Wheels. And she had a very good topic on friends and being a friend and making friends and networking with friends. So that was very good to hear. And she used a Bible verse in Psalms. I didn't get the exact verse, but it was a good reference. And hopefully today will be another fun day. And I'll see you in a bit.
There just isn't. Even Skadden, where we was just really couldn't do it. So we basically found it impossible to work with the BLM, and we discontinued camping then because we would have to charge.
This is Saturday's RTR event. A lot of people here. Just a little bit breezy today. Not like yesterday. It was horrible, the wind. Pretty with the mountains in the background. Everybody meeting new people. A lot of activities today. A lot of people from all over, even different countries. And yesterday the speaker was Bob Wells. He spoke at 10 in the morning and he just gave a little background about himself and how he's from Anchorage, Alaska. That's his home state. And how he started the RTR. He's been doing this since 1995, and it's been growing ever since. He started off with just 13 people going from Pahrump, Nevada to Arizona. And then in 2011, he started and advertised in a website, and that had 45 people. Then in 2015, he had 5,000 people at the Skate and Wash. And in 2019, he had his biggest event of 10,000 nomads here scattered throughout the desert. And Quartzsite City was a little worried that it was going to turn into a Burning Man. But it actually worked out very well, and Quartzsite has been very nomad friendly. And they actually do cater to these people and their lifestyle. So it was very interesting, the history of how Bob started the nomadic lifestyle and how the rubber tramp Rendevius even got its name. It was kind of a combination of the movie Into the Wild with the mountain men living in the Rockies during that time when they were always trading for the beaver pelts and the French Canadians. So therefore he came up with rubber tramp Rendevius for the name of the event. And this is the 16th year he's done it. So we'll go ahead and head on over to Town Park for another day of the RTR. Hello everyone. It's a beautiful morning here on the BLM in Quartzsite, getting ready to go to the town event for the RTR. It's about 45 this morning and should be about 66 today. Not very much wind. It was a beautiful day yesterday. And it turned out to be a real good weather day for the event. As you can see, I had to go and find all the caravans. They were all about 2 miles in. drove down this paved road, and I was seeing vans and motorhomes scattered throughout the desert on the right and the left. And then I ended up finding the HOWA group, Home on Wheels Alliance, which is part of the RTR event. I went and joined their campfire group, and they had hot dogs made from the fire. And they were all telling funny stories, so that was fun to hear and to meet new people and meet up with the group. So here I am, waiting to go to the RTR event today and to hear the speaker, Bob Wells. It's beautiful out here in the desert. All the vans and trucks and motorhomes, and people come with big dogs and little dogs and e-bikes and mountain bikes, and from all over the United States and even different countries. The beautiful background of the mountains and the desert sky. It's a nice day today. Been fun meeting all different people. It's beautiful here in the desert, very serene. And I'll see you in a bit. Here I am at the RTR event today. Everybody has their own chair that they bring to set up here on the grass. Today's topic was on traveling in your vans to Baja, Mexico, and how to do that, get across the border, where to park, how to get gas, safety, and the different towns and cities that are in Baja, Mexico. So some people enjoy going down there because it's sunny, warmer. And now I'll be heading over to the open house to see all the different vans that are lined up, to see the builds. That's always fun to see. So let's head on over to the vans. This one's a U-Haul van with just a simple, basic no build in it. This is the inside of the U-Haul van. Simple, basic, no build. She makes it work for her. She did a very good job with it. Good setup. Here's another van. He's got his cabinets, his bed. Works for him. He looks like he has a plug-in ice chest and a fan. See his little fan hanging above the bed. And more cabinets at the very top. Very functional. Yeah, this one's called the Beast. Pretty cool.
If you'd like.
I've seen her before, but I didn't realize how old she was.
Yeah?
And this is the inside of the Beast.
That's why I have it. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I got a 2000.
She has a microwave, sink, window covers, storage.
Yeah, I'm already thinking.
And this is the back of it. It's pretty hardcore. And the side of it with her ladder, propane tanks, more storage on the outside. Here's another Ford van with the solar panels. He did such a cute job on it. He's got like a little train set up, a little city with the cars. His hanging little Coleman lights. And here's his little city that he made with his little houses. Home is where you roam. And of course, I like the little bicycle. That is too cute. I don't know if you can see it, but he has a little Southern Pacific Railway train set up here with a little tower. Very cute. And this one is a Mercedes van. The inside of the Mercedes has a microwave, a refrigerator. Very functional. The bed, the sink, mirror. It looks like it even has a full shower in it. I think it's a shower. Yes, it is a full shower. That's cool. This is a Dodge Ram, very functional. Take a look inside of it. And this is the back of the Dodge Ram with her bed and storage. Very functional, nice build. It has cabinetry, a refrigerator, and she just keeps a simple camping chair in it. And this is also a Dodge Ram van. The decor is cute, and her little lights looks like you're in the forest.
Yep.
Adorable.
Thank you.
Looks comfortable.
I love it. Love it, love it.
And here is another Ram. The Ram vans are very popular for van conversions. Here's another Dodge Ram, and it looks like it's from Ontario, Canada. Long drive.
But I didn't own this. I'd have built this and retired.
This is the inside of the Dodge Ram
So you go home, you
van.
don't stay in one spot long.
He has all of
I
his
do and I don't.
stickers of where
When I
he's
sold my
been.
house, 'cause I owned a house. I
That's what I
sold
want to do.
my
I want
house.
to get rid of my house.
I sold my house. I helped my daughter buy a house, and I get the parking spot in the back of her house.
Oh.
Beside the garage.
He has a big
And that's
refrigerator
my
in
parking
his.
spot. But I'm only there a couple months a year.
Because is she in cold
Well, he
climate?
makes it work for himself.
Oh, you're in Canada.
I'm from Canada.
And the van tour goes all the way down the parking lot. There's a lot of them today. All the way down to the end. The RTR event ends at 4 o'clock today and every day. So I thought I'd give you a scenic tour of what it's like driving down this paved road on the BLM. It's pretty fun to see all the different motorhomes and where people camp and all the campfires and the beautiful sunset that'll be happening soon. So let's go down this paved road, give you a little sightseeing trip. Yesterday I drove down it about 2 miles. It's even prettier the closer you get to the mountain. Some people even walk on this paved road, and I also saw some people riding bicycles. A lot of vans. Even saw some school buses. The big size school buses, not just the little shuttle bus. A lot of trailers, different kinds of trucks, minivans, all sizes. The mountains are sure pretty, especially when the sun's setting and how the mountain turns red. It's beautiful out here. People like to camp together, campfires together, talk about their travels, funny stories, making new friends. Fun to see it all. If you've never been on BLM before, this is what it looks like. The sun will be setting soon, so those mountains will be turning red, a deep red. Arizona is a pretty state. This road, I'm not sure how far it goes. I just drove on it about 2 miles yesterday. And there's the beautiful mountain in front of me. Both sides, the right and the left, have motorhomes and vans scattered all over the BLM. Some stays close to the street. Some drive farther in. I'm not driving too far in because I don't want to get stuck, seeing I just drive a Toyota RAV. And I'm going to go ahead and close out now. Head back to my campsite and make dinner on my butane stove. And I'll talk to you all in the morning. And have a good evening. And this is the beginning of the open house van tour. I'm going to go see if we can see inside some of them and the different builds, different styles of them. Hello everyone. Today is the 6th day of the RTR event at Town Park, still here in Quartzsite, Arizona. And it was a very nice day yesterday. It warmed up to about 66 and I even took off my heated vest, seeing that I'm always cold. But it was a fun day, a full day of speakers and events, and the van tour was very good. There was a lot of vans yesterday, and you were able to go inside them all and talk to the owner of the van and how they each have their own style and colors and creative ways that they travel. And my favorite one was this one van where the man had this little setup miniature train set in his van. He had the little train set above the back doors and above like the countertop stove area. Very creative, very cute. And he had little Coleman miniature lanterns hanging in his van as well. So the van tour was a big hit for me yesterday. And the last speaker at 2 o'clock, she had very good information, and it was actually information that was useful for anyone. And it was on weather, to be aware of the weather surroundings when you're driving and traveling, whether it be monsoons, tornadoes, the cloud formations, lightning. So she was very informative with that, and you can always get the AccuWeather app or other weather apps to always know what you're going into weather-wise. And you can always get the NOAA weather radio. It's NOAA, and it's just an emergency weather radio that you can always keep in your vehicle with you, and to always make sure you have just an emergency to-go bag just in case. So she was very informative, and she also has a Facebook page, and it's called Severe Weather for Nomads. And she also has a website, wildheartwanderers.com. So that was a good one. Very good information, like I say, for anybody, just even if you're just going on a 1-week vacation or just to be aware of the weather conditions. So today we'll be heading over there, and it's about 40 right now this morning. Should get to about 67 today. And as usual, I need ice again. Doesn't last very long because I've only been buying one bag of 7 pounds of ice. So I'll be heading over to Town Park, and today should be another full day, and I'll see you in a bit. And today's RTR tour is SUVs, cars, trucks, showing their setups and how they live in their vehicles full-time or part-time. So that's today's tour. Here's a Jeep. He's hardcore setup. This is the back of the Jeep. His cooking, his storage, his sleeping. That must be his refrigerator, the Dometic. And this is part of his Jeep. That's kind of unique. This is a Ford Platinum 4-door setup. We'll go take a look at his. This is the back of it. His bed setup. insulation in the windows. He's got little characters on his dash with a little bike. This is a basic Toyota Tacoma truck, and he has a basic setup in it. It's pretty cool. His bed is storage. He has the windows lined.
Cozy.
Comfortable. This truck is a Dodge Ram diesel truck with solar panels. And here's the back of the Dodge truck. The speakers were speaking on boondocking, so it was very popular and had a big group, so they ran out of time. So they'll be finishing it up today. So we'll be checking out the boondocking. And they also had us talk on leave no trace, and that was the 7-step. And that was good information also for anyone who does hiking or backpacking or likes to go to the national parks or the famous parks here that are in the United States. And she gave 7 tips. The first one was to plan ahead. The second tip was stick to the trails. The third tip was trash your trash. And the fourth, leave it where you find it. So no taking rocks and pine cones. You leave it right there. And the fifth one was to be careful with fire. The sixth one was respect the wildlife. And the seventh, be kind and courteous of others. So we'll see what today's speakers will be speaking on. And I'll see you at the park. Hello everyone. This is the morning sunset today in Quartzsite, Arizona. It's about 52 this morning and should warm up to about 71. The desert in the morning is very pretty. As you can see, everybody's scattered throughout in their vehicles, campers, RVs, big motorhomes, trailers. It's about 50 right now this morning and should warm up to about 71. And yesterday was a full day again at the park. It was fun to see the open house with the smaller vehicles, SUVs, small trucks, and even some Jeeps. So we'll head on over to the park today for another full day.
I think that's it. So hold your ears, I was done there. So thank you all for coming. We hope you're having a great time. I hope you're all finding a great campsite and you have people around you and you're meeting them and making friends. It's kind of and make a few friends that will be a continual blessing to you and to your life. And of course, you will be a blessing to them as well. So today we're going to talk about mental health for nomads. And it's really a continuation. I spoke a few days ago, I forget when, about my journey at understanding why we are compelled to be, many of us, not all of us are here, we're compelled to become nomads.
Today's open house tour is all the minivans, so let's go take a look inside of these minivans. He's got a good setup with his Volkswagen van pop-up. Let's go take a look on the inside of it. The passenger side. He has a table and a cook stove, a sink, and a little sitting area in the far back. Very functional. Cute. Did a good job with it. Oh, it even has a little refrigerator down there. And this is the back of it with his cooking setup. Creative and how he has his hanging with all of his stuff that he uses. This is a Dodge Caravan. He has a big solar panel on it. Here's the inside of the Caravan. The shelf. Pretty simple, but functional. Good storage. This is a Ford Transit with a cargo. Good setup. They even squished an e-bike on the passenger side. Looks like they do some hardcore traveling. This is the inside of the Transit. This is the back of the Transit. Pretty cool. The back of a 2008 Toyota Sienna van. He's got his bed, his setup, his cookware. By the door, he has his plug-in refrigerator, power station, and a fan. Full-time traveling. This minivan has a motorcycle on the back of it. Little pop-up dome roof on it. Looks like he has a regular ice chest. Simple. His bed. Basic but functional. Dodge Ram van, so he's able to carry his motorcycle on it. This van has a bunk bed in it and storage. Very creative. Here's their bunk bed. Pillows and a stuffed character. Looks like a possum. It's inside the Nissan. They did a very cute job with it. Hello everyone. This is the morning sunrise here in Quartzsite. Today is the 8th day of the RTR event. And it's a beautiful morning. Yesterday was about 74 and very warm. I actually put on a short sleeve shirt. And today should be about 77. Yesterday's speaker was Bob Wells, who spoke on how nomads like to keep moving. They like to go with the seasons, especially the snowbirds, to the warmer weather. They like to build a community, and they like to be independent. So that was a lot of fun information from Bob Wells, who will also be speaking again today. The last speaker of the day spoke on fire safety, which was a very good one, as some of the RVs here in Quartzsite during the event had caught on fire. We only saw the smoke, but you got to always make sure you have some sort of fire extinguisher or a fire blanket. And I carry a little, it's like an aerosol spray can fire extinguisher, for it's small and fits good in my SUV. You always got to make sure you check your wiring, valves, making sure you don't have any leaks or dragging chains. And it's always best to have a carbon monoxide detector in your RV or van, just for extra safety. All those large RVs and vans always have propane in them. And minivans and SUVs tend to have more of the butane. I carry butane in my car. So today will be a fun day at the RTR event as it's coming to an end. And I'll be seeing everybody at Town Park here in Quartzsite. Still been fun meeting different people every day. And I'll see you in a bit. Hello everyone. This is the last day of the RTR event here in Quartzsite, Arizona. So it's the 9th day, and it ends today. It's another beautiful morning, about 53, should be about 76 today. Yesterday's Bob Wells was the speaker, and he also did a fun meet and greet with everyone. So I was able to meet Bob and get a picture. And the topic of the day was solar for cooking panels, for those portable power banks, and anything to do with solar for the RVs and the vans. And some people even have them on minivans. I don't have solar, so I didn't really understand the whole topic, but they just said that the winter you don't get full solar, so it's limited with those solar panels in the winter. But it's very useful for those who do have the solar. There's a lot to do with that, and it's very involved. And they also talked about being a camp host and how you can look for seasonal work, and you can do the national parks is a good way to see national parks and just be a seasonal camp host. And a lot of the nomads do seasonal work, seeing they're always on the road going from site to site, state to state. So we'll head on over to Town Park today and close out the event, and I'll see you in a bit. Hello everyone. It's another beautiful morning today in Quartzsite, Arizona. And yesterday was the last day of the RTR event for the 2026 year. So it was another full day. They spoke on... Hello everyone. It's another beautiful day in Quartzsite, Arizona today. This morning's about 44. Should warm up to about 75. The weather's been very nice here. And yesterday was the last day of the Quartzsite RTR event that they do every year. So they just finished up the 16th event. Yesterday was an open house of the 20-foot and under RVs. So there wasn't very many of those, but they were all lined up and ready to go to see those. And they also finished up the segment on boondocking. And they also talked about different websites on YouTube and Facebook and the social medias, like the iOverlander and the free campsites, which are free to use to look for different campsites. So today is Saturday, so I'm gonna... did that wrong. Hello everyone. It's another beautiful morning here in Quartzsite, Arizona. It's about 44 this morning and should warm up to about 75 today. As you can see, there's a lot more RVs and motorhomes out here on the BLM today. And yesterday was the last event of the RTR for the 2026 season, and they just finished their 16th RTR event. Yesterday's event was the open house, was the last one. So they did the 20-foot under trailers. So they were all lined up and ready to go for anyone who wanted to see those. They also finished up the segment on boondocking and spoke about different YouTube and Facebook social media websites where you can get information on free campsites and iOverlander, and those are always good resources to look in it too as well. So today I'm going to show you my RAV. Seeing this is just finished my 10th day here in the desert. My pristine, shiny, clean city RAV that is so filthy. Hello everyone. It's another beautiful morning here in Quartzsite, Arizona. It's about 44 this morning and should warm up to about 75. As you can see, there's more motorhomes and campers here today, scattered throughout on the BLM this morning. They come and go, so it's always fun to see. And yesterday was the last event of the RTR event for this 2026 season. It was the 16th event that they just finished. They finished up the open houses with the 20-foot and under vehicles that were lined up and ready to go if you wanted to go see those. And they also finished up the segment on boondocking. They also shared a lot of social media websites like YouTube and Facebook for different campsites that you can find on those for freecampsites.net or iOverlander. Those are always resourceful to take a look at those if you're out and about looking for a camping spot. Some are free, some you pay for, but they all vary, but you can always find the one that suits you best. So yesterday, seeing that I finished up and I actually cooked 7 meals here in my car. I have no outside setup. I have no clam. I have no outside table. I don't do a campfire. So for me, it was very challenging because I'm used to being in the city. This is my first time on the BLM. So I had come prepared with my meals, and it actually worked out pretty good for me because in the city, I don't eat much, so not having much of an appetite. I'll just go to the local food place and just get a kid's meal. But out here, it wasn't as easy, and I don't not one for fast food, and they say the McDonald's here in Quartzsite is very expensive, and I don't usually eat McDonald's anyways, so I'll just have to go do my laundry today and hang out in Quartzsite and regroup myself to see what I'm going to do next. So yesterday after the event, we did a meetup, which was my first meetup, and that was very fun. And the hosts were Glorious Life on Wheels, Carol Meeks, and the other host was Lava Lindy Moore, and they did a meetup in Quartzsite after the RTR yesterday. So they had pizza for everybody, and that was fun to meet everybody, and everyone introduced themselves and said about what vehicles they're in and how long they've been on the road. And I'd say a majority of them are full-time, retired. Some of them are part-time. And there was also a man at the event for the meetup. He was the oldest one in the group, and he's 80 years old. So there was various ages at the meetup, various ages at the RTR as well. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a tour today of what it's like living in a Toyota RAV for 10 days on BLM, self-contained, off-grid, and my pristine, clean, shiny Toyota 2019 RAV is so filthy. And it's like I almost don't want to show you, but because of my YouTube channel that's new and that I hope people are subscribing and enjoying my channel. So I'll give you a full tour of my dirty RAV today. And here's the outside of my 2019 Toyota RAV. 10 days full-time on BLM land here in the Quartzsite desert. The windows are very dirty. And of course with white, that really gets dirty fast. And it's very hard to maintain even in the city. So let me go ahead and open the car doors and I'll give you a tour on the inside. Here's the driver's side. I use the WeatherTech floor mats. As you can see, it's filthy with the desert dirt, sand, rocks. And I also always sit on this black towel. Well, I had an extra one because the first one was so dirty, I had to stick it in my laundry bag. And then I'll take you over here to the passenger side and the console area. I've got recyclable bags to take back to California. They don't do the bag fee here in Arizona. So those are all my drinking water bottles in that white bag. And then I cut that drinking water that was using that gallon jug there for the sink water. And I ended up cutting it to put my cooking residue in it. I carried 4 gallons of drinking water, and I had 1 gallon of sink water just to wash dishes with the wilderness wash and a sponge just to keep it simple. And the wilderness wash is less sudsy. The yellow bags are also trash bags. Here's the inside of the RAV. This is the driver's side. I use the WeatherTech floor mats. They're all thick, heavy plastic, durable weather mats, so I don't use the cloth or fabric ones. So as you can see, they're pretty bad with the desert sand and dirt and the rocks. And also I always use this towel to sit on when I'm driving. And the first one was so dirty, I had to remove it and put it in my laundry bag and use my extra towel that I had. And then I'll take you over here to the console area. I have my backpack that I use for the whole event. And then I have my hydro cup that I use for my iced tea. And yesterday I couldn't find my selfie stick clicker. And it's very little, and I'm scared that I'm going to lose it because it's like the size of a quarter. And I was looking for it in the front floorboard of the passenger side and couldn't find it. And when I was returning to the car from the event yesterday, I opened up the lid of my hydro cup to see if I had any ice that melted and needed to be thrown out. And for some reason, the selfie stick clicker fell inside the sip part of the hydro cup. So it was at the bottom of my cup. So good thing there was no water in it or it would have broke. And then I have my cook box, which was also another mishap. I had a water bottle of some olive oil in it, and it leaked all over the inside of the cooking box. So I had to take it out and spray it and wipe it down with Wilderness Wash and clean it out with clean water. So that was a big greasy mess. And on top of that, I have my plastic bag full of my drinking water bottles that I'll be taking back to California with me. Arizona doesn't do the water bottle fee. And I cut open that drinking water 1 gallon plastic bottle that I kept a gallon of sink water in to do my dishes. So that kind of worked out good for residue from cooking. I just poured it in there. It's not very much in there. And I even put a cutie peel in there as well. So that's the part of the passenger side, and I'll take you around on the other side and show you the floorboard. So this is the passenger side, and the floorboard has more trash bags, or these yellow trash bags, and I always carry the 2 little organizer totes on the floorboard. So here's the 2 organizers on the floorboard, and I had taken them out looking for the clicker, and then I also discovered I lost my scrapbooking scissors that I ordered online that were my better scissors, and I can't find them. I'm either losing something or something's always falling out of the car when I open the doors, or I'm always sorting and organizing, so that part of it I don't like. And I always have to keep up with it because it's a small car, and I'm always having to put everything in its right place, or it gets so unorganized and cluttered that it drives me crazy and makes me grouchy. So the next thing is these window coverings I'll be showing you. These are the window covers that I bought on Amazon. They came as a set for every window in the car, for all the side windows, the windshield, and the back window. The back window I don't use, so it's in the storage unit until I can figure out how to snap it into the back window with cardboard and tape to put fabric on it or something. That's a project for later. But for now, the front windows are the first time I used them out here on the BLM. And they worked good. I just don't use them in the city. And here's the back of the passenger side. I should have left that cardboard box at my sister's, picked up my mail, which is just scrapbooking. I'm not going to be using it while I'm here, so of course it's in my way. I should have left it and picked it up on my way back home. And then I have my 28-quart ice chest, and for some reason the right latch is no longer working. So I was buying ice, and the first 7-pound bag I bought was at one store was $1.89. The second store for 7 pounds was $1.99. And then somebody told me to go buy the 7-pound bags at the little RV place that people use to get filtered water and to dump their tanks. So I bought a bag there, and it was $2. So that was a good deal. Or actually, I had to look at my notes for the ice prices because they all were different. So the first store I bought ice at was the Roadrunner. It was $2.89. The second store I tried the Coyote. It was $2.99. And then someone at the event told me to buy it at the motorhome place where they dump the tanks and get filtered water. And there it was $2 for a 7-pound bag. So that was a lot closer to the park. It was easy to get and dump it in my ice chest. And also here in the corner, I've got my pack of my drinking water bottles. Above that is my shower bag. And I have some squished laundry back there. And in that yellow bag is a container from a leftover dinner that I need to wash. And then this is the window that I lost. The window cover fell out of my car a long time ago. And I met someone at the event and he was able to cut a temporary window cover for me with this cardboard and tape. And he was also nice to give me some AA batteries for my flashlights that the batteries died in it. And then I'll show you the inside of my ice chest. This is the inside of my ice chest. It's all slushy ice. For now, I only have a plain organic yogurt, a bottle of cran grape, 1 egg that's not a hard-boiled egg, a baggie of blueberries, a baggie of cut-up zucchini. At the bottom, I have some sliced provolone cheese to make turkey and chicken organic sandwiches. It was pretty good lunch meat because it wasn't real salty for me. It was the first time I tried that turkey and chicken lunch meat from Trader Joe's. So today I'll have to go to the store and buy a few more things. Gonna hang out here in Quartzsite for a few more days before I head on out. Don't really know my next plan, but I'll figure it out as I go. And this is the back of the car, the hatch. I carry 5 cardboards with me. I line up 3 of them along the back hatch on the inside of the window. And then I'll put 2 of the cardboards along the driver and back passenger side of the car just for insulation. It helps when it's windy, cold, or just to get the creases in the car. So I have to like make a little barricade. I'll show you my little barricade. And it's annoying that every time I open the hatch, all the cardboards fall out. Even in the city, no matter where I'm at, there go the cardboards, always falling out. And there's my sleeping bag. I have food in that red mother's bag for the grocery store. And my flashlights, my power station, my full bag of laundry. My car is a mess. I don't even like looking at it. And I'll show you the back from the side door. And here's from behind the driver's seat, the back of my REV. I have my jacket, my camp chair. Great camp chair. Used it the whole time at the event. It's small and it fits great in that case, and it fits perfect in my car. I leave it in my car all the time. I don't even put it in the storage unit. And there's my full laundry bag. And I have my camp stove and my fleece Mickey Mouse blanket that was my best friend's. I always keep it with me because I miss him so much. And then I have my power station. I keep my fan. I was actually using my fan for a little bit in the evenings. In the car, it gets stuffy just to circulate the air. And I got clothes in the far back. I actually thought I only had 1 pair of jeans left to wear, and I actually had 2 clean pairs. And I keep a little air freshener way back there in the window. So as you can see, I'm constantly having to organize and put everything in its proper place. I'm going to go ahead and close the hatch, and I'll show you my little barricade that I make. This is the back of the hatch where I sleep. I put the 2 cardboards folded in half across the back of the hatch, and then they're all medium boxes. So then I take the last box, and it's flattened out, and I stuff it behind the 2 folded boxes, and it fits perfectly inside the back window, and it even kind of gives it a seal, or I can adjust it to make it fit perfectly, and it notches in real good. So when the boxes get real loose, I'll end up just using them on the side door for the passenger side if it's windy or cold. But most of the time I don't even need it because I'm in the city, and they end up just being in my way. So if they get real loose, I end up just buying new ones at Walmart, and I get all the medium-sized storage boxes that work really well. So this is the tour of the inside of my RAV on a 10-day solo BLM camp trip off-grid. I just finished organizing my RAV, so now that I got all the water bottles bagged up and the trash bagged and everything in its proper place, I need to have my life in order. I'm an organized person, like everything in its place, and I'm always on time and like to have things a certain way. So now that I can function and go on with my day, I'll probably head over to the town here and find the laundromat. It's a small town, so it's probably about a full-time population of probably 2,400 people probably live here year-round. So they do cater to the nomads and all the people traveling from Parker to the Lake Havasu. It's a stopover too to California, and a lot of commercial trucks pass through here. So now I don't really know what to do with myself, but I am enjoying the downtime, enjoying the warm weather. And it was a very fun first event, RTR, for me. Fun meeting people from all over the United States and Canada, and seeing everybody's rigs in the open house and how they live on the road full time and different stories. So that was very fun, and I'd like to come back to do another RTR as well. And I enjoyed the meetup with Lava Lindy and Glorious Life on Wheels, and meeting other YouTubers at the meetup who also had YouTube channels. So I'm enjoying the Arizona and might do some sightseeing since this is my first time in this state. So I'll go over to Parker and check out the Walmart, pick up a few things, and might go see the Grand Canyon or visit some friends that are now Arizona residents that used to live in California that I've known for a long time. So looking forward to visiting some friends and doing some sightseeing. So I'm enjoying it, and for now I'm kind of in a limbo, so don't really know what's going on with all that's going on in my life. But for now I'm enjoying the time, and got to go to Santa Rosa and was in Oregon for 2 months. So hopefully things will wrap up and I'll be headed back to California soon. And continue to watch my channel, like, subscribe, and remember, be safe and keep it stealth.